Hello guys, namaskar, fill the heart. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful time learning Nepali with Anil Mato and Langistan. In this video, you will learn some basic Nepali numbers and how to use those basic Nepali numbers to do larger number of conversation without learning individually each numbers. So we'll learn some tricks and then also you learn how you're gonna be seeing those numbers in day-to-day life in Nepal. Okay? I assume you are someone who is very interested to learn Nepali, have conversation with your friends, family in Nepali, and you'll be traveling a lot in Nepal. So you will be coming across so many situations where the numbers will be displayed in Nepali, and also people will be not talking in Roman way, not in English way, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to be prepared, okay, for those situations. So let's start. So the first digit is shunya. Shunya. Shunya we call zero, right, in English. And one interesting thing, in all Nepal, anywhere you go, entire Nepal, anywhere you go, if you say zero, everybody will understand. Not any other digit, but zero has become so common, everybody understands. Okay? So if you can say shunya, great, you're amazing. If you cannot say shunya and if you forgot, for example, then you just say zero. You're still in the club of modern Nepali people. Okay? So zero, shunya, both are okay, all right, even though the correct Nepali is shunya. Okay, shunya, shunya. It's a palatal, shunya, shunya, right, like English, shunya. Okay, shunya. One, ek, ek, like in many other languages you will find ek, in many Indian subcontinental languages like in Hindi or many other languages, ek, 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 ek. Okay, so ek means one. And later you will also discover through ek, there will be many words that has created with ek, right? Ekal, ekadasi, ekbachan, many words will be created with ek that will somehow represent you single thing, okay? We'll discuss about that later. But remember, this is important, not just for learning numbers, but also to relate later and create more vocabularies with it. So ek, okay? Ek, ek. Ek. Then two. That's interesting now. Right? Two. We call dui. Du-i. Du-i. Du. It's a dental D sound, okay? So just behind your teeth, the. Okay? The, and then go do. Not do. It's not do, da. No, it's do, dental. Just behind your teeth, if you put your tongue, this sound will create, right? The. So do, e, dui. Okay? Dui. Okay? Similarly, dui will also create a lot of new words in future. Okay? So I will tell you about that, but don't worry, but it is important to know. Okay? Dui. Three. See, when I say three, like I think in American English or in many English, my little bit comes out, right? Three, little bit of the tip of three. Now same thing in Nepali will be teen, okay? So three, teen, okay? Teen. But when I say teen, my tip of the tongue will not come out. You have to block with your frontal teeth. Teen, okay? Not three, see? Coming out, three, then I'm able to pronounce three well. Same, I'm giving this perspective so you guys will be able to pronounce correctly. A lot of people make this mistake. Teen, a lot of people say, teen chia dinish. Not in that way, okay? So this is why I was more specific. It's a dental, so right behind your teeth and the forefront of your teeth, teen, okay? So teen. All right, let's go on 4. Char, okay? Char. Same in Hindi also actually. Char, okay? Panch, okay? So what you have learned so far? Shunya, ek, dui, teen, char, panch, char, teen, dui, ek, shunya. If you just say, ma'am, that means you are asking ma'am in your school or anybody to go to pee a lot of time. I mean, anyways, silly jokes. I mean, it's a culture, right? You need to also a little bit learn about that. So okay, let's go to the number 6. 6 we call cha, okay? Cha, right? It's the same cha that you will be learning as working as a verb. I mean, it's the same sound, what I mean, right? Cha, ha, a little bit, cha, okay? Cha. And then 7, right? Sat, like sept, I think in the root. So sat, sa, ta. Again, it's a ta, same teen, same ta. So sa, ta. Sa is also like dental saw. Sa, ta. It's all from the dent, frontal dent. Sa, ta, right? Now 8. Let's go on 8. That's a, ta. Now your retroflex, more like on the palate, back of your palate. Not very back, but ta. And it's aspirated. That means ha will be forceful. Ha, ta, right? So a, that is very easy. Open your mouth and say ah. I'll poke you. You'll say ah. So ta, right? Ta, art. Okay, art. I think you can say, right? Ta could be a little bit difficult for a lot of foreign students, but you'll get used to it. Don't worry. I'm gonna explain everything technically later on in pronunciation lessons. Okay, so ta, ta. Retroflex. Don't forget, tip of your tongue is going to touch the ceiling of your palate. Ta. A, ta. Okay. 9. No. Na, u. No. Okay. It's very easy, right? 5 plus 4. 5, 4. No. And 10. Dash. People say dash. People say das. Both are okay. Both are commonly found. You can say dash. You can say das. All right. Both people are using. Okay. So das. Okay. Even native Nepali people will confuse das, dash. So don't worry. Both are okay. Trying to speak and understand Nepali, not write PhD Nepali. Okay. That's not the goal of this channel, because this channel has born with a volunteering spirit. Okay. So let's repeat one more time. Shunya, or you can say 0 or shunya, both is okay. Ek, dui, teen, char, पाँच, छ, सात, आठ, नौ, 10. Okay, now you know how to recognize. While I was writing the text, I hope you will be able to recognize. So I want you to recognize them also. Later, how to write slowly, I will teach you in future. But right now, I want you to focus on how to remember how it is written and how it is sounding, how the sound is. Because I'm telling you why. You might be able to speak yourself, but you will be listening all the time this. You'll be seeing in the shine boards, in the big banners everywhere. Like, see, when you come to Nepal, you'll be in Kathmandu or Pokhara or southern part of Nepal, Lumbini, wherever you go, Chitwan, wherever you go, Annapurna you go, Base Camp you go, everywhere you will see. In touristic zones, maybe a little bit of Roman English later you will find, but anywhere else you go, it will be in Nepali, right? And you need to learn how to read, and you need to also, by ear, you need to be able to recognize the sound, okay? Like if you're traveling in a bus or a micro anywhere, people love FM stations a lot in Nepal. They will be listening a lot of radio, loud, and when you're going in the bus, you'll remember, if some of you are like backpackers, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Loud music, and in the middle of the FM or radio going, there will be like some advertisement coming. Dashai, Bada Dashai offer, or Tihar offer, or Holi offer, or this offer, that offer, and they will be telling so many things, and numbers will come there. Call us on this number, or like contact us in this number. 9, 8, 5, 7, 1, 0, things like that. So these will be the situation you will come across, right? So I hope you know from 0 to 10. But now with this, we're not done yet. Now see, 1 to 10 you know, but now you need to know the tenths, okay? So if you know tenths, You can, if you want to say, like, for example, 25, then what you can say 20, and then you can show 5. At least you are able to express, you know what I mean? So let's learn 10 tens. It will be more easy, you know. So thus, now 20, bees. If you don't know how to say 23, then what you can say, you know, bees, right? So bees, teen, you can show like this, right? Or if you know nothing, then you can say thus teen. It's a little difficult, so it's better say bees plus teen, plus everybody understand. If you say in anywhere you go Nepal, and if you want to say plus anywhere in Nepal, people will understand. Bees plus teen, 23. Give me one apple now. Give me one mango now, right? So like that. Tees. Again, teen, remember? Teen, tees. Okay? Tees, dental. Tees, both dental. Tees. Then char becomes chalis. Panch makes pachas. Okay? And then cha, sati. Okay? Sati. Don't confuse with the word sathi. Sathi means friend, okay? There is a word called sathi. Sathi. You know? So don't confuse. It is sati. T. Okay? Sati. Longer also. Sati. Sati hazar, like that, you know? Sati. Sati. Again, it's from the top of your palate. T. Your tip of the tongue should touch the palate. Ceiling. T. Sati. Okay? Sattari. 70, we call sattari. Sa-ta-ta-ri. Sa, again, it's dental. Sa-ta, half ta, and then full ta. Sa, half ta, full ta. Sattari. Okay? So, sattari, and then 80, we call assi. Okay? Assi. And then 90, we call nabbe. And 100, say. Sa, yeah, say. Okay? Say. Simple. Say. Let's revise everything again. Shunya or 0, you can say. Ek, dui, teen, char, panch, chha, saat, आठ, नौ, दस. Bees for 20. Tees for 30. Charlies for 40. Pachas for 50. Satti for 60. Sattari for 70. Assi for 80. Nabbe for 90. And say. Awesome. Now you know until say, right? Now let's learn how to say 200. It's so difficult. You just have to say 2 and then 100. So how to say 2? 2 you already know. Dui, right? And then say. Dui say means 200. How to say 500? 5 and then say. 5 and then 100. 500. Panch say. Panch say. How to say 900? 9, you first say 9 and then you say 100. So 900, okay? 9, no. 100, say. No, say. How to say 750? Okay, 750. Okay, so let's first learn to say 700. 700. 700. 7 is sat. 100 is say. So sat, say. 700 done. And now what you want to say? 50. 50 you have already learned. 50, 50, 50. So sat say 50. 700 plus 50. Sat say 50. Sat say 50. Sat say 50. How will you say now 850? How do you say 850? 8 means 8. 100 say. So 8 say 100, right? Like 800, right? Now add 50. 850, 50. 8 say 50. 8 say 50. So 850, 8 say 50. How you say 950? 950, 900 plus 50. So 9 say 50. How do you say 350? 350, 3 say 50. How do you say 450? 4 say 50. How do you say 320. Okay, so 320. 3 se 20. 20 is 20, right? So 3 se 20. Simple, isn't it? So now you know how to say any number like in tens at least, right? Detailing we'll learn later in our advanced course in our Langistan.com or in our app, wherever you will be using it for detailed immersive learning. But for now, you know like overall, right, to say. Now let's go to the 1,000. 1,000 is also very important. Most of the dealings you will be doing in max in thousands. You won't go in lakhs, right? That's like if you're talking to the day-to-day people in Nepal, they don't deal in lakhs. Only the business people, or like if you're buying something extremely expensive, then it goes in lakhs. That's like, 100,000, right? So most of the people, or whenever you do shopping, most of your shopping will finish under 100,000 rupees, right? Nepali rupees. That's technically $1,000, right? In US dollar terms. So in your day-to-day conversation, most of your numbers will be under 100,000, right? Actually, this will be under 10,000 or 5,000 most of the time. So you'll be dealing in hundreds, and you'll be dealing in thousands, and then you'll be dealing in tens most of the time. So if you know until 100,000 the terms and terminologies, you are like more than enough to be hero of mathematics, to be king or queen in Nepal with the numeral system. Okay, so 1,000, right? 1,000 we call hazar, hazar. Okay, hazar, hazara. Now, if you want to say 1,000, you'll say ek hazar. If you want to say 2,000, you'll say dui hazar. If you want to say 3,000, teen hazar. If you want to say 5,000, panch hazar. If you want to say 7,000, yes, sat hazar. If you want to say 10,000, das hazar, right? If you want to say 10,500, 10,000, 10,000, and then 500, right? So 500 we say 500. So 10,500. Simple. If you want to say 20,500, how you'll say? 20,500, right? If you want to say 30,500, so how you'll say? 30,500, right? So you know thousands, right? 50,000, 50,000, hazar. So 50,000. If you want to say 70,000, 70 is 70, 1,000 is hazar. So 70,000. Simple, isn't it? How cool it is. It's so easy. Literally, it is so easy. Okay, I will give you this word, but I don't think you'll need so much to use, but at least know it, okay? So 100,000 we call lakh. Lakh. Okay, it's the same system in Indian, around India. So I think if some of you are from India and trying to learn Nepali, this will be easy. You can easily relate, right? So lakh. So same like 100,000, 100,000, 1 lakh. 200,000, 2 lakh. 300,000, 3 lakh. Like this it will go. But I'm not going to go more. I'm not going to go in millions and all. It is just too much. I know this is a little long, but I think we have covered a lot of things that you need in day-to-day life. Detailing will go in future. Okay? I hope you had a great fun with Anil Mathur and Langistan.com. I wish you a wonderful Nepali learning journey. I hope it is joyful, and I will try my best to make it fun, engaging, effective. And if there is any suggestions or something you want to say, please feel free to say and comment and write to me, anil@langistan.com, because that will help me to make it more useful content. That your comments, your feedback, your suggestions, without that, this will be stupid and dumb. And I hope you and me together will build something amazing and a resourceful platform, or a collection or a library for Nepali learners of today and our coming generations, right? I mean, I'm uncle now, right? So my nephew, nieces are growing up. Some of them are abroad, some of them are in Nepal, and they need to learn, right? So I'm doing this more as a responsibility of a good uncle, right? So I want to be a good uncle, and help me to be a good uncle. So I can help some of you to be a good parent. Okay. Somebody is calling. I have to go. Bye. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel, and all that things people say. Okay, bye.